Yo, what is going on, everybody? Gabriel Santos here, and today I'm going to share with you why I don't use the word relapse and why I encourage you to consider not using the word relapse either. All right, so like many of you, in my journey, I knew that I had an issue with my weed smoking habits, right? I was doing it too much. I was letting my desire to smoke weed all the time hinder, my ability to perform in life, right? And like many of you, you come to this conclusion that either you're addicted or you're dependent or you're using it as a crutch, right? And one of the common words you're going to see in the addiction community, whether it's alcohol, marijuana, porn, whatever, is the word relapse. Okay? And the word relapse, by definition, is a deterioration of health after a period of improvement. All right? Now, in my experience, the word relapse has a disempowering tone to it, a disempowering meaning to it. And for me, the word relapse always meant something like, I fucked up, I made a massive mistake, and, I am bound for a complete downward spiral to misery and hell. Right? That relapse is just like, oh my God, I relapsed. Oh my God, I've sinned. Oh my God, I've done the worst thing possible, right? And it puts a lot of meaning and dramatic emotion in what really is just a choice and an action, right? So I want to be sensitive to people that, the word relapse works for them. Look, if the word relapse works for you, it empowers you, then great, right? The word relapse never worked for me. It never helped me out because it kept me in that world of addiction, relapse, right? I know a lot of people who they don't like Alcohol Anonymous. They don't like Marijuana Anonymous because of the approach, because of the way things go there, right? No judgment. I've never been there, so I don't know, okay? So instead of using the word relapse, I like to it's a choice that I made, right? It's a choice that I made. If my goal was to go 30 days weed free and I made it to day 7, I don't call that a relapse, right? I call that getting to day 7. So then learn, if your true goal is to go 30 days without weed, then learn. What happened on day 7 that, that caused you to fail your goal? I don't know. Was it, you weren't prepared for this social gathering where weed was there, and so in the future maybe you need to avoid that? Is it you didn't have an alternative strategy to handle a significant amount of stress? Whatever it was, look at it. It works for me to look at it more objectively, look at it more pragmatically, strategically, as opposed to this, oh God, I made it to day 7 and then I relapsed, and then I don't know what's wrong with me. Why can't I do this? You get what I'm saying? It's so dramatic and so not like outcome based. It's so, what's the word? It's like, it's just dramatic, in my opinion, like the word relapse. So now I get it. Particularly for people who really feel addicted to marijuana, and it's like, oh my God, like no matter what I do, I can't control myself. The word relapse and addiction seem to go hand in hand. But in my opinion, even the word addiction is not empowering, because then it infers that you have no choice in the matter, which I know in many cases, if you feel addicted, you really feel like you have no choice. Okay, I'm not trying to downplay that experience because I know exactly what that's like, right? But just the word relapse already puts you in a culture of addiction. And so if you're someone who wants to go from addiction to like moderation and empowerment, I encourage you to not use the word relapse, okay? Because people who smoke in moderation don't use the word relapse. You get what I'm saying? And so if you want to effectively exit the world of addiction and enter the world of moderation, you got to use the same language that those people use. They don't use the word relapse. I don't use the word relapse. I might say it in my videos to help you relate to the topic, right? But I don't use the word relapse in my vocabulary. I don't look at when I smoke weed as a mistake, or like a I don't. So let's say, for example, if my goal was 30 days, right? Let's say I had a goal for 30 days, and then on day 9 I smoked weed. I don't call that a relapse. I call that didn't make it to my outcome, right? Failed the mission, right? But to use the word relapse, it infers this sense of like, just because you smoked, you're automatically like fucked, or that you fucked up, or that you are a fuck up. And that's not the case, man. That's not the case. A big part of this mindset shift, or the shift that you're trying to make in terms of your marijuana use, is this changing the language that you use, right? And if a certain word doesn't work for you, remove that shit. Remove that shit. Anyways, I hope that made a lot of sense. I just remember way back in my journey being like, I'm not gonna use this word anymore because it doesn't. And if you've read my book, I go into this, right. Either one of the chapters or one of the subtopics is relapse is just one. I forget what the hell title I talk about. Okay, my point is, stop using the word relapse. Use more specific language, more empowering language, more objective based language, more effective language. All right, so ditch the word relapse. Take ownership of your choices and stop making yourself wrong for decisions that you make, right? Look, one of the most powerful things I ever started to do, and that you can do too, is like, look, if you have a plan to go 30 days and you're like on day 9 and you just, like you're just gonna smoke, like stop fucking beating around the bush, man. Be like, I'm gonna give up on this plan and I'm gonna smoke. Fuck it. Don't be like, I accidentally smoked. No, you didn't. What the hell? Come on, man. Just own your choices. Like, you don't have to pretend like you didn't just want to smoke weed, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, anyways, I'm rambling now. I hope y'all had a great day. I hope y'all are having a great day. But yeah, rant over. See y'all later. Peace.